the chemistry of mind with respect to the dharma and adharma, meaning righteousness and unrighteousness, is the core subject of all religious scriptures. People grow up hearing that the religion they are born in is the righteous religion. Hindu scriptures mention the degree of dharma versus adharma in this way: Sat with dharma in all four quarters, Treta Dwapar this way, and the last Kali, the Krishna Yuga, meaning the black eon with four-quarter unrighteousness. In all religious scriptures, these four eons are described: gold, silver, copper, iron, pointing the direction, intensity, and extent of right versus unright, the sequence from order to disorder. Order to disorderly chaos ingrained in all natural processes is called entropy in the modern material science. In chemistry, the matter gold and silver are the only two supremely malleable noble metals. They are unreactive to oxygen and water, thus called noble. Copper is frequently characterized as being both noble and non-noble base, for it acts nobly compared to the base metal iron. Noble metals are classified as precious for their rarity and resistance to oxidation and corrosion, whereas copper, iron are common, non-precious, abundant base metals that are highly reactive to oxygen and water. Reaction to oxygen and water initially dulls the appearance of copper, turning brown or black, eventually forming a toxic blue-green protective patina. And iron readily reacts with oxygen and water, forming porous, flaky brown to black rust. Impressively, the meanings of the Sanskrit words for gold, silver, copper, iron indicate the four classifications of human mind across the time cycle. Gold in Sanskrit is called Swarna, from Suvarna, meaning noble, excellent of class, honorable, worthy of reverence, gold-like, good tribe or caste. Next in noble, silver is called Rajata Varna in Sanskrit. Rajata, from verbal root raj, means white, depicting right, whereas Swarna, the beautiful golden bright yellow, is a color depicting total excellence. Together, gold and silver ages indicate mind being brilliantly righteous, described as Swarga, heaven in Hindu and Abrahamic scriptures. Copper, the Tamra Varna, from verbal root tam, means darkness, distressed, disturbed, perplexed, the confused inferior class of mind. The black eon is the period of Tamasaha Shudra Varna, meaning the worst class of minds. Is described hellish night, the period of void darkness in Abrahamic and Hindu scriptures. The speedy degradation of mind in the Iron Age is compared to completely non-noble, highly reactive base metal iron, which readily rusts into flakes and dust. Rust is a form of corrosion and is often used as a metaphor for decay, ruin, and destruction. The Iron Age rust pertains to the decay of all minds, oxidizing and corroding in the company of numerous ironic thinking tanks. Rust results in disintegration, structural failure, destructive expansion, causing total decomposition of the metal, eventually eaten away entirely, turning into a crumbling powder. Such is the present condition of the man-made world, a time when the Supreme Soul arrives to reverse the cycle to Golden Age Dharma, mentioned not just in this popular verse, but in all religious scriptures. And how this simple science of minds can even strike the non-noble copper and rusting iron-like minds of numerous interpreters? Theological misinterpretations has caused decay of all social structures and minds, turning to a crumbling powder. The misinterpretation of the Supreme's nectar-like wisdom that transforms iron-like minds to gold-like led to the search of making gold from iron, giving birth to the science of material and medicinal chemistry. and the misinterpretation of the one sun-like supreme soul, and the human gravity of 9 planetary minds and their destructive accelerated expansion led to the material science of physics and cosmology, and has driven the scientists to invent atomic and nuclear weapons, advanced information technology that defines the crumbling Iron Age modern security, geopolitical power, industrial capability, the vast ocean of internet and social media, destined for catastrophic global conflicts, instability, economic meltdown, failure of all man-made systems, world wars, extreme weather, soon to trigger severe natural calamities, and the final nuclear war in the nearest future is presented in this video. The irrefutable set of 50 videos prepared as per Supreme's elaboration of the little science of mind in the inconsistently authored scriptures during the night of toxic copper and ironic minds. All the videos have been shared with the Indian political leaders, world cosmological scientists, Sanskrit and Abrahamic scholars, professors, theologians, synagogues, churches, religious and science-oriented YouTubers, and many news channels, hoping it will strike the intellectuals soon. This simplest of the 50 videos, Chemistry of Mind, is the easiest to grasp. The knowledge of reversing the current end of hellish night to the heavenly day is only known to one ever unborn soul, praised Supreme, who works through the ever firm ancestor, the father of mankind, called Sanatana in Sanskrit. The Supreme Soul says, I alone am the powerhouse. Practice of engaging your mind in me and my wisdom alone will empower the mind to wisely disengage from this Iron Age bodily and material strings, thus transforming to gold-like noble mind. Please contact and recognize the Supreme Soul through his dearest praiseworthy golden ancestor, Sanatana, Adam, Arjuna, Bharata, Rudra or Rama, the one righteous justice of 8 billion minds.